Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards, and I am coming on to share a haul from IO Stamps, and specifically from Anna White's die line. And I did purchase a few stamps too, and I'm not going to share all the stamps today, just a couple of them that I used. Or maybe it's just one, I can't remember right now. But anyway, really quick, I'm going to go through the products. So this is one of the stamps that I did use. I just love this saying, escape to quiet places that speak to your soul. I think it's the most important thing we do to distress is to get out in nature, to take a walk through the forest, to go see a waterfall, to go up to the mountains, go down by the river, out by a lake, to the beach, wherever it is that sings to your soul. So I had to have this stamp. I love it. And then I use these die sets from Cat Scrappiness and from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I've shared these before. They're just oval die sets. Okay, one's a scallop and one's plain. I use this beautiful stamp set from Waltzing Mouse Stamps. It is called Vintage Garden Seed Packet, and it allows you to make either a pumpkin seed packet or a carnation seed packet. Plus, you of course can use anything else that you have in your stash to put in it, and then it comes with all sorts of really neat sentiments. So I'm going to hold, and I'm sorry about the glare, you guys. I just don't have the best lighting. But if you want to pause the video and take a closer look at the set, you can. Just a reminder that Waltzing Mouse Stamps currently is not in business anymore. So you'd have to be looking at resale sites on Facebook, Mercari, eBay, wherever, Etsy, etc., to try to come up with some Waltzing Mouse stamps. I love their products, and I have a lot of their stamps in my stash. And I have to start using this stuff that I have just because I can't buy new all the time. And the things that I have purchased with care because I love them. So I'm going to use them, even if they're retired and out of stock. I hope that's okay with everybody. So then I also used this pink Paisley paper pad by Paige Evans. It's called Turn the Page, and I did a flip through of this before, so I'm not going to do a flip through today. And then I used this Simple Stories Bunnies and Blooms paper pad, and I know that a lot of you have seen this. I'll just do a quick flip through. I love these little bunnies. There's a stamp set that has that bunny in it. I'm very tempted to buy it. But it just has lots of spring and Easter type sayings and pretty papers. So I did use that. And now I'm going to get directly into the projects, and I'm going to show you the dies as I show you the projects I made. I'm on spring break right now. My son's off school, and I took some vacation, and I am enjoying it. And I wanted to play with these as soon as I received them. So this was, this has been a labor of love the last couple nights. So look at this beautiful butterfly, and let me show you the die. This is what the die looks like. Again, these are all from Anna White's die line at Impression Obsession. So iostamps.com, there's the website. This one's called Rustic Butterfly. It's die 1054L. And it's just a really neat looking butterfly. And I actually die cut it out of some polka dot blue paper. And then I used my Copics to kind of highlight the edges of the wings as well as the center. And I just used some papers from my stash. This paper was, I think, an open stock paper from Joann's possibly. And I cut this down to start using it on cards because my printer broke this week, you guys. And so a few of my cards I had to kind of improvise because I wasn't able to print what I needed. So they're not, I'm really careful about color coordinating, but a couple of the cards I couldn't do exactly what I wanted. So anyway, I love this sentiment again, and this is a Memento ink called something Lagoon, I think. I can't remember right now, but a really pretty blue just to kind of pick up on the color in there. So that's the first die and card that I made. Okay, the second card is not finished. It needs a sentiment, but I don't think I'm going to glue this down until I decide if I want to add anything else to this. But this is the beautiful, what is it called? It's called Folk Art Trellis. Okay, and there's the die number And again, these are Anna's line. So I loved this little trellis. As a gardener, you always need trellises, and it's just fun to have this in my stash and come up with different ways to use it. So I was playing around upstairs with limited stuff next to me, and I want to maybe put something coming down here, like something's growing up the trellis, but I'm not sure what I have that'll work, so I'm going to have to look a little further in my dies to try and come up with something. But I honestly think it looks cute just like this, and I could just add a sentiment here and send this out. I think it'd be a beautiful sympathy card. It could be a lovely get well card with hope for someone. So these papers are from, this paper here is from Arala Miha's shop, as is this one, and the one that the trellis is cut out of. And then this is a paper tray ink polka dot in, I think it's either peony or sweet blush. So there's that one. Now this one, I have to tell you guys, I love this die of Anna's. This one's called Chick. And I had to cut this one out and play around with it right away. And I love the cards that Anna made with this. And she even sent me one. Do I have it down here? I think it's up in my kitchen on my windowsill still. So I should have brought it down to show you. But go and watch her. If you haven't seen it, go and watch the video where she puts together the chick, because I go back and rewatch it just to laugh. It's really cute. She got some really cute Happy Mail. I think it was from Angela, and I forget who else. But anyway, she does put the chick together. So there's a tutorial that Anna did herself. She designed the die. She shows you exactly how to put it together. And whenever you're using the die, you can just go back and watch the video if you need a refresher on some of the tips that she shares. But I also like the video because it made me giggle. So anyway, I will say that. Anna, thank you for sharing your tutorials and your beautiful art with all of us. So this card came together really easily, and I love this little tulip paper that I found. And that tulip paper was in this one right here. So it's this paper right here. And that the name of that one again is Bunnies and Blooms by Simple Stories. And I just thought this turned out so cute. And I just used a two-tone gingham, and I made a little, the egg out of a light robin's egg blue color gingham. So, and I did add the feet. I just think they're cute. Now, what I want to show you guys is I had this idea when I was poking around their website. I found these little rabbit ears. So I'm going to show you the die. That's what the die looks like. And it's Bunny Ears die 1089H. And I'm not sure who designed this. I can't remember if this, I don't think this is Anna's die. It might be, but I can't remember. So I had to get this because I think you could put these bunny ears on almost any critter in your stash for Easter. And I just think it would be so cute. And I don't think I'm going to use this card for Easter. It's just going to be a spring card for a friend. But I had to show you. I think these would be so cute on gingers, on chicks, on any little critters that you have in your stash. A bear. I know that there's some Cottage Cuts has some cute bear dies. So I had to get these just to play around with them. But doesn't that look cute with the bunny ears on it too? So anyway, whoever created these little bunny ears, I really like this die too. I just didn't glue them down because I'm not sure if I'm, Easter's over and I'm not sure if I'll use it. Use this card as an Easter card. I'll probably use it long before then for a spring birthday or something. So, but I had to show them to you guys. And I forget who it is that someone was doing some gingers the other day as ginger bunnies. I've seen a bunch of things recently, but anyway, I thought that was really cute. And I wanted to share that too. So, and then the next two dies, are the chick sitting hens dies for the chickens, and this is an Anna die. See, her name's right there. And then this one is called Garden Gate, and these are probably my two favorites. This is my favorite die from the release. I think I inherited a gate like this, and I had it in my garden, and then I ended up actually giving it to a friend who really treasured it and wanted it, and I just felt called to give it to her because she helped me so much after my husband died. And so I gave it away. But when I saw this, it reminded me of that. And I just love this die. And so I had to make a card right away. These were the first dies that I played with. And this is the card where I'm not too sure about the contrast of the hens against the gate and the papers that I chose. And I wanted to change this, but I couldn't get my printer to print, and I couldn't find anything to make the hens out of that I liked better than this. So I'm not too sure about this card. You guys tell me what you think. I still like it. But I almost feel like the hens are a little too dark, and I tried shading them, but I don't know. Anyway, I haven't put a sentiment on the outside of this card, or the inside yet. So, but I do think I might use, you know, this sentiment again. So we'll see. But I love this gate, and I love the little sitting hens, and I just think this turned out so cute. I used a pattern paper to do the different parts, and then I did add a second layer to the wings and the tail feathers. These remind me of some chickens that my friend Lisa has, and they're actually more colorful than this, and I was trying to play around with ideas, but I couldn't do it, so I just did what I could. You know, I had a lot of fun with these, Anna. They're so sweet, and that I can't wait to do more projects with this garden gate, to put some pots in front of it. I was going to add a pot here or something, but I have to look through my stash and see if I have anything that would work. I think there's stuff on the website at IO, but I was trying to keep my costs down. So there's that one, and then the next two dies, and I just got a set of shovels from my friend Susan too, but I had already ordered these, so I have another set that I can play with and use for tools for gardening. So I'm excited to play with that one too, Susan. And then this is the little rain boots, which I think a lot of people have purchased. And I love the little detail that Anna added at the buckle there. So I used these two dies, and I created this card here. And I'm a rose gardener, so I found this paper that has roses on it that I really like. And I did the boots in the roses. I added some Copic coloring and shading, made the shovel with a floral handle. And then on the inside, I added some more of the tools, and I added escape to quiet places that speak to your soul. Because that's really what gardening is for me. I do grow food, but I spend a lot of time outside every day in my yard and especially in my back garden. So it is a special place for me, and I love these dies, and I know I will use them a lot, especially in the spring and summer. And then I made one more, and this one I did a pair of black galoshes or black rain boots, and I did the same papers because I had leftover pieces, and then on this one on the inside I just added a strip of the paper, and I haven't put a sentiment on this one yet. This one I think I may put the sentiment right here. So this one I think looks okay without the sentiment there because the shovel handle goes up and fills the space a little bit. But this one, it needs something here, I think. So I may do a small garden sentiment that says like bloom where you're planted or something. And then escape on the inside. So those two I think turned out beautiful. I really like these two too. So, and then last is this beautiful folk art frame. And I love, I love anything that's folk art, that's prim, that's old-fashioned, and I just really liked the style of this, and I can see making lots of different cards with this. And what's nice about this is the die is so beautiful itself that you could literally just put a nice size sentiment or a scripture or something in here and make a really simple card very quickly. Like if you needed a sympathy card, this is a great die to use to send someone love and just letting them know that you're thinking of them. So what I did was I cut that, and I haven't glued the inside panel down here yet. Sorry, that's sneaking out there. This one I used, this is that stamp set from Waltzing Mouse Stamps, and it says for my friend. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to use this panel on the inside, but it has the sentiment, wishing you a return to blossoming health. And so that is from that particular Waltzing Mouse set. But what I did here was I lightly colored the hearts and leaves in, and then I used my Copic blender just to make it kind of look watercolored, if you will. So I wanted it to kind of pick up on the tones in the carnation. And then you can really see all the beautiful stitching. Even the little hearts and leaves are stitched. It's such a beautiful die. And so I just really think this turned out beautiful. And I was thinking of my friends Kat and my friend P and my dad and so many others that are having health issues and going through stuff. So I dedicate this card to everybody that is not feeling the greatest these days, especially with COVID. And a shout out to all of our nurses and healthcare workers that are working so hard to help people. And so anyway, that is it, you guys. Those are all of the projects, and I will go through here and just kind of lay them out so you can see them one more time. And I want to thank Anna and Impression Obsession for all of their beautiful products. This was my entire April and May probably spending. It's actually part of my tax return is what I used to buy these. So I had a lot of fun spending some money, and I had a lot of fun playing with all of these beautiful, beautiful products. So thank you guys for coming in and taking a look at my channel and watching my channel. I want to thank everybody for all of your beautiful comments all of the time. I so appreciate you spending time with me as we all create art together. So I'll be back with you soon. Take good care, and I hope you guys will join me for Saturday Morning Makes. Bye now.